Congratulations, Michael.
Thank you.
I guess we are getting used to your name.
Yeah, I know it is.
What was the level of excitement when the Seahawks called you today?
Man, it was a bit of a shock. It was. I mean, I felt like I had a good visit and everything. I didn't, I was wondering what was going to happen, but it was something it was crazy. I would say it was crazy. It was a crazy experience.
I'm sorry. Were you expecting to be drafted at some point?
Yeah. I definitely thought I knew I was gonna get drafted, just didn't know where.
Michael,
Definitely.
Michael, I've got to ask you. This is odd. I coached against you from Franklin Central when you were at Pike. I believe it was during a scrimmage, so it's crazy. But what does it mean to you to come from Pike and then be a non-Division I player and to get this phone call as one of the select few that gets drafted?
Man, I mean, it means everything. Coming from my high school, we've only had one NFL player get drafted and he make it into the league. And I'm just excited to be the next one I can show guys that's going to small schools. You can make it from a small school. You don't got to transfer to and chase NIL or chase Power 5 to make it to the NFL. You can go from wherever. And I'm glad I can show the kids in the community that they can do it too. Don't settle yourself short.
Who was the player?
The player, he was drafted by the Texans. I forgot his name, but he was drafted by the Texans in 2008 in the sixth or fourth round. He went to Titans. Drafted by the Titans. He went to Kegler. I think Kegler. Played for Purdue. He was the first person from my high school drafted, and I'm just fortunate enough to be the second.
So, how did you get to Finley?
Finley, out of high school, I was 245 pounds. Under recruited, only played 1 year varsity. Only started and played 1 year. Well, started 1 year varsity. I played football all 4 years, but only started 1 year. Made the transition to offensive line. Finley came in. They set a vision. They told me I was going to play in the NFL one day. I just need to put on the weight. Decided to go there. They invested into me. I invested into them, and the rest is history.
You said you visited with the Seahawks. Did you have a visit out here, or was that virtual? Or
No, I was on a 30 visit to the Seahawks.
How quickly did you gain 65 pounds?
Gradual over. I did 10 pounds at the end of my 20 pounds. I gained 20 pounds going into my freshman year, and then every year after that, leading up until my last year, I gained 10 pounds. So, and it was just eating more, working out more. I actually got big. The bigger I got, the faster I got. So, eating a clean diet, making sure I'm putting good stuff in my body to gain the weight, a lot of proteins, little carbs, and just making sure, I'm in the best shape ever.
What position did you play at Finley, or just right?
I play right tackle for Finley.
Were you ever tempted at all to try to move up to Division I or anything like that? Or?
Yeah, I got poached by a few Division I, some Power 5 schools to come and play, but I'm a loyal guy, and I stick with those who stick with me. And that's why I stayed at Finley.
Why was that so important to you?
Those are guys in my family. They believed in me, and they believed in me from the start. And I couldn't see myself, leaving to go to another team that, and they get the credit for what my coach and what the University of Finley helped build. And I wanted to stay there and give them the credit. And it means everything to me to see Mike Jerrell, University of Finley, on the screen rather than another school.
How would you describe your game to fans? Obviously, not playing Division I, not somebody that's going to be on the radar for fans, but how would you describe the way that you play?
I say I can mix it up between however I have to play. I can play with power. I can play with finesse. I can play with speed. I can play however offensive line needs to play. But at the end of the day, I play nasty, play gritty. I'm a gritty person. Hard worker. So I'm willing to get after guys.
What did you feel like you showed at Pro Day?
I feel like I showed my athleticism. I've always been told I'm athletic, and I got to show my athleticism, and I got to show my strength. I guess I think people thought coming from a small school that I would be a little bit weaker, not that strong, not that fast. But I had one of the fastest times there as an offensive lineman, the highest bench out of everybody who attended the Pro Day. So I wanted to show my strength.
Where was your Pro Day again?
Ohio State.
So when you got to Finley and your coaches said, "Hey, look, we think that you can play in the NFL," what was it that they saw initially? What did they tell you about that skill set or your size?
My athleticism and length. They thought they saw my length and they saw how fast I was and how natural I was at the position. They just told me all I need to do was put on weight and stick with it and continue to work on it and gain perfect my craft and gain more football knowledge. And the sky's the limit for me.
Hey, Mike, what did you run at the pro day, and what did you how many bench reps did you get?
I ran a 4.94 at my pro day, and officially I benched 26. Unofficially, I benched 27. So they marked me down. Well, I was kind of mad, and I jumped to 32 and a half inch vertical.
Did you play other sports outside of football in high school?
Yes, I played basketball.
Yep,
And what do you weigh, Mike?
Currently 310. 309, 310, same.
Just eat a Big Mac and you'll be through.
Yeah. All right.
Did the Seahawks mention anything about their plans for you, where you might play, what weight they want you at, or anything like that?
I think they come in. I think they see me as a person that can to be a swing tackle, or maybe guard. But I think that's what they see me as. Probably more so tackle than guard.
They did mention guard to you, though?
They did mention guard. They said they were looking for interior guys, and I'm willing to come in and put my head down and do whatever. It's not no challenge is too hard for me.
Have you ever played at the guard spot at any spot, either high school or at Finley?
No, I didn't play any guard spot at Finley. I had a few guard reps and individual at the Hula Bowl. Other than that, I mean, I think I did pretty well in it. Other than that, I'm just, I'm ready for transition. I don't think it'll be too hard of a transition for me.
What was your experience like at the Hula Bowl?
My strength?
No, what was your experience like at the Hula Bowl?
It was a good experience. I got to see a lot of guys. I got to see how I measured up against guys that played at Power 5. And it was a good experience. And also just being with the players, being with the offensive side of the players, meeting those guys. And, I've met some lifelong friends. I'm still connected with some of those guys. Unfortunately, one of the guys that I had met and I had a good relationship with passed away, A.J. Simon. It was a pleasure, going up against him. He was a hard worker. And I cherish that moment, cherish those moments with those guys, and including him because, he passed away, unfortunately. And it was a great experience overall.
Mike, your offense was rushing for 177 yards a game.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
That's all right. How does that play into the nastiness and the physicality that you developed or just brought to the game?
How does it play into it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows that we want to open up holes. Put them in the move bodies. Be a moving company. Be professional movers out there. Yeah. So. Yeah.
For those that haven't been to Northwest Ohio and Finley, what was your college experience growing up as a young man experience at Finley, University of Finley?
It was a great experience. It turned me into a man. I came in a little boy. I left out a grown man. So much mature. The people around, the people in the city, the people in the town, friendly, always rooting for us. The support was unbelievable. The teachers at the school were like family as well. They wanted to see you succeed. They were willing to help you, put you in position to help you succeed. It just felt like a real big family environment there.
Where are you talking to us from today?
Indianapolis,
At your
hometown.
Home, at your home there?
Yep. Yes, sir.
How many folks you have there?
It's about a good 20 of us.
What did you major in there?
I majored in. I got my bachelor's degree in business management with an emphasis in management, and also have my master's degree in business administration.
You have an MBA, you said?
Yes.
You were at Finley 4 years, 5 years?
I was at Finley for 6 years.
6 years with the COVID year.
Yep.
How old are you, Mike?
How old am I? I'm 24.
Hey, what do you know about Seattle or the Seahawks? What's your impression of them, or what do you know about them?
Man, my impression about Seattle is that it's very green. I noticed that when I was there. That was my first time actually being there on my visit. Very green, very beautiful city. It's like, to me, it's kind of like reminds me of like not remind me of anything, but it's kind of amazing to see the mountains and see the trees. It's like God and man met, and the buildings and stuff. Like God and man met together and just made a beautiful city. The Seahawks. I grew up watching y'all beat up on my old favorite quarterback, Peyton Manning. So, Legion of Boom, Marshawn with Beast Mode. I don't know if I'm allowed to speak about the other guy that the old quarterback has just left. But watching him, just the Pete Carroll days, all that. So I thought I grew up watching that. Playing with them on Madden. I used to always put my guy on the franchise there. I used to like the colors and stuff, and the lime green jerseys. Those was my favorite play with on Madden. Yeah, so.
I used to like you until you just said that.
What? The lime green one? I like green. I like bright colors.
You got me in your corner. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I like bright colors.
Do you go by Mike or Michael?
Either one is fine.
Congratulations, sir.
Thanks, Mike.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.